Since the day you were born, I have watched your life closely. You think your struggles are random, you think your temptations appear by chance, but I am always there. I am the whisper in the quiet moments. The thought you believe came from your own mind. I am Iblis, the one who refused the command of Allah, the one who was cursed and cast away. And when I was cast away, I made a promise. If I must burn, then mankind will burn with me. But listen carefully. I cannot force you to sin. I cannot control your hands. I cannot move your body. All I can do is whisper. And that is enough. My plan begins with the greatest victory. If I can destroy your faith, my mission is already complete. I try to pull you toward disbelief. I try to make you doubt your Creator. I make people worship wealth, power, status, fame. If that fails, I move to the next door. Major sins. I whisper to abandon prayer, to drink what is forbidden, to look at what shouldn't be seen. I invite people to adultery, to oppression, to harming others. If the believer resists this, I do not stop. I begin with smaller steps, minor sins, small lies, small acts of disobedience. I make them feel harmless. Just once, I say. It is not a big deal. But I know something they forget. Small sins repeated again and again become mountains. If they still resist me, I change my strategy. I do not call them to sin. I simply waste their time. Endless entertainment, endless distractions, endless worldly pursuits. They stay busy with things that bring no reward. Days pass. Years pass. Their life disappears without drawing closer to Allah. Then I beautify the world for them. I make wealth shine in their eyes. I make fame feel irresistible. I turn desires into obsessions. The world begins to look magical to them, and slowly their hearts attach to it. Next, I awaken pride. I whisper, "You're better than others." Arrogance grows quietly, and pride was the very sin that destroyed me. Then I ignite jealousy. I make them hate the blessings of others. Envy spreads through their hearts. Friendships break. Families divide. Then I plant anger. Anger blinds them. Words are spoken that cannot be taken back. Relationships collapse, and sins follow. Then comes despair. When someone sins too much, I whisper again, "You are too far gone. Allah will never forgive you." And so they stop seeking forgiveness. They walk deeper into darkness. At other times I plant the opposite illusion, false security. I whisper, "Allah is forgiving. Nothing will happen to you." So they continue sinning without fear. Then I attack their worship. During prayer, I fill their minds with thoughts, memories, plans, worries, anything to steal their focus. Then I introduce showing off. They begin to worship for praise. Their deeds appear beautiful to people, but empty before Allah. I spread doubts, questions that shake belief, confusion that weakens certainty. Then I weaken their motivation. Laziness slowly takes over. Prayers become delayed. Good deeds become rare. Then I encourage revenge. Forgiveness disappears. Hatred grows. Communities divide. Then I whisper fear. Fear of poverty. Fear of losing status. So people lie, cheat, and betray. They begin fearing everything in this world. Everything except Allah. If a believer still resists all of this, then I use my servants, humans who dedicate themselves to corruption. They spread lies. They destroy reputations. They pressure the believer from every side. They try to break his will, to weaken his strength, to push him away from the path of Allah. And through all of this, I never stop whispering. Day and night, every moment, through what you love most, through what you fear most, through your desires, through your weaknesses, step by step, slowly, patiently, until one day you realize the truth. You followed my path, and by the time you understand, your life is already over. That is my mission, and I will continue it until the final hour.